Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Khabiburrochman. Saya akan menjelaskan tentang tugas saya bahasa Inggris dengan judul Monotheistic Conception of the World. In terms of the basic human distinction of spiritual and higher human tendencies born of human belief in this particular reality of the world and their devotion, they attach little importance to the both extraordinary and amazing human achievement in the field of knowledge that comes from good, especially in this COVID-19 pandemic. Humans are given problems and knowledge that the existence of the virus. Humans know that everything created by God really exists and cannot be denied its greatness anymore. When everything seems normal, it really frightens people, so that people only need to accept everything that has been broken up by God and their destiny. During the COVID-19 pandemic, extensive knowledge was not enough to restore the situation. But little by little humans were trying to prevent and treat everything that had happened in the pandemic. But humans were more concerned with their own interests than the common interests, of which there were still many people who crowded around without thinking about the situation that had happened, even though all of them already understood the existence of the virus, but still could not consider staying at home, just as it preferred the spirit of the COVID-19 pandemic. Not only at home, but we must also try to maintain cleanliness and maintain the health of each of us. Knowledge is also evidence of the superiority of humans from animals. This advantage is different from any animal. Animal knowledge is only limited by ability and knowledge. Humans have more knowledge of the kind of vision, hearing, knowledge from whatever has been spirit. For example, the problem of the spirit of this virus. This first time the virus spirit was humans have begun to know that the first time the virus has spread in Wuhan, China. The existence of the virus is due to human own carelessness without thinking about something that will happen next again. Until now, humans have only feared this virus rather than fear good. Before this virus appeared, the plans of worship of human religions was vain. But after this even people did not prioritize good soul house for which of their religion. We can only worship at home, and the government does not allow us to congregate in place of worship or at meeting place. Maybe the government can make a policy like this, but human cannot currently obey this policy. There is still one among those who remain to reject this policy, because many who are concerned about their own goals have their own knowledge and talk. Where this pandemic is, we should be more able to consider vigilance in this invisible virus, because it will happen to us. We will not know if one of the famous man of this virus is the cause of the spread of the virus to us, because it is unable to maintain and health of each of us. More accidents knowledge if we can appreciate and reconsider during this pandemic to maintain personal hygiene and get in the habit of no crowding, so as not to expand the spread of this virus. Schleiermacher, a German philosopher, once said, "Humans are rational animals." Actually, this is not the only advantage, but only one of them. The biggest real advantage is created in the same image and likeness as God. Knowledge cannot be regularly be faith, but that does not mean confronting both, because the authenticity of a knowledge does not exist and will not be wrong if it is built on the right basis, namely through faith in good. It is undeniable that there are one or two atheists who make the theory of knowledge that good does not exist. However, this does not mean that people can make it as a justification for blaming the world, or to make it sound that knowledge is not without harm. As knowledgeable humans are different from animals. This is an advantage in humans. The knowledge is used against God, and sick is not the fault of knowledge, but humans, as well as the function of a knife. It can be used to cut meat, but on the other hand, it can also be distorted, used to kill. If the person killed by the knife, then the knife is not evil, but the person of human follows become extraordinary. That's what's important to think about and acknowledge. Also through humans. If people can make humanize other human beings, human shall understand more than what has been requested and filtered to be applied anywhere. COVID-19 virus cannot just disappear from the earth just like that, but also have to struggle with getting rid of the virus by doing activities at home and obeying lockdown. But the lockdown mean being the president is the full closure of the flow of people and good between localities. The spirit of the virus is stopped. The side effects are in that the economy will stop, and this impact is no less severe than the impact of the virus itself. In my opinion, it is very possible I was wrong. What is needed is a national lockdown, which is to close airports abroad so that people from outside do not enter and from us do not get out. Lockdown of a number of regional government is very understandable. Those who have not been even currently will not want to be offended. Those who have been affected want the impact not to be contagious to others their neighbors. In the end, what was fell on the ground was the local government. A number of regional governments have been overwhelmed by the COVID-19 case and their health system has begun to be affected. Sekian dari saya, apabila ada kurang lebihnya saya mohon maaf, karena manusia kebanyakan dan mempunyai banyak kesalahan. Sekian dari saya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.